Good morning, everyone. It's about 8:30 in the morning, and we got up about 40 minutes ago, I would say, an hour maybe. And we were just laying in the bed, having fun. And I thought, why don't I just vlog today? Because I haven't done that in a while, and the baby is almost 5 months now, like 4 and 3 weeks. She's right there playing with her play gym. I love that play gym. It's the play gym from Tiny Land, the wooden one. Amazing. She wasn't really impressed with any that we had before. We had that piano one, we had a regular one with like 4 strings across, but she didn't really like those. But then I bought this one and she just loves it. Like, she loves it so much that she plays with it for like almost 3 months and she never gets bored. Unfortunately, it's not available on Amazon right now. I'll leave the link if it ever comes back to stock, which it should. But I guess I bought it right before it went out of stock. But I'll leave it there just in case anyway, because it's an amazing play gym. And we don't really have anything to do yet before her first nap. She naps 3 to 4 times a day, depending on how long her naps are. But the apartment is a clear mess because we just moved, like finished moving all of our stuff, and now we're just kind of looking for places for things. So like everything is all over the place, and then I continued getting stuff for her, and then we went to get groceries yesterday, but we came in late, so it was time to put her down to bed, and then we were tired. So like a lot of things that I need to kind of like put in place today. So it's going to be a lot of organization, and also we're going to go upstairs right now. We're going to start assembling the table from IKEA that I got for myself. So I think we're gonna start with that, and then after she naps, the next stretch is gonna be our breakfast, because I'm doing intermittent fasting, but I'm gonna have a separate video on that. I'm trying to lose my baby weight that got stuck on me. This room was honestly a dumping ground for everything, so I intend to clear it up today and get rid of the things that we don't need, and then put the stuff that we actually need where it's supposed to be. So the first thing I'm gonna do is assemble the desk, move the stuff around, and then go through all of the crap that lays in here. So this room is gonna be organized and I can actually start using it. This room eventually is going to be her room, but for now I want to set up a mini office for myself. That's why I got this desk, and the desk will also stay with her, because I feel like until she is at least like a 1.5, 2 years old, she's probably not gonna sleep on her own in this room. We will try to transition her at 1 year old, like people say, but I feel like right now she's way better off sleeping with us. She doesn't even like to sleep in her crib much, so I'm just gonna set up this entire room as a mini office and like a workspace for myself for now, and then as soon as she needs it, I'm just gonna move somewhere else, and we're just gonna set up this room as a baby room. Okay, we will come back to this room because it's time for breakfast. Here's what I meant when I was talking about the kitchen. Recently, I've been getting lots of anxiety about putting things away because I still don't know where things should go. A lot of them have temporary spaces, a lot of them being moved around a million times until we actually find a space. And also we have a plan to kind of change the things in the kitchen a lot, like install the washer, change the fridge. If we're gonna talk about the most used thing, like baby thing, apart like classic things that everybody uses, I can tell you guys, I've used this bottle washer and like pumping parts washer so many times. We load it multiple times a day, sometimes once a day, but like there's really have never been a day when this wasn't used. And it washes everything perfectly. Everything comes out squeaky clean. For the first few months when you want to sterilize, it has the function to sterilize parts as well. I did have like a short, and I have a video on TikTok talking about this in detail. So if you want to subscribe to me on TikTok, please do, because I'm trying to grow some more following in order to be eligible for the partnership program when they pay for views. But it seems like on YouTube it's way easier for me to grow the audience. You guys are way more prone to subscribe and keep watching my videos, when on TikTok people watch but rarely subscribe, which I do understand. But if you want to support me in that way, please go there and subscribe. But yeah, this thing has been used so many times. It has a washer, sterilizer, dryer inside. It was pretty expensive. With the discount that from my registry, it came to be about $250. But honestly, it's been 5 months. We got it when she was around 1 month because we got tired of washing the parts in bottles, and we've used it literally every single day, multiple times a day. It washes it within 29 minutes is a normal cycle. The rapid one is even less, but it automatically dries it if you don't take it out within a few minutes after the wash is done. Oh, and it fits 8 bottles or 2 sets of pumping parts. It's not an ad, like I'm not sponsored by anything. It's just like, if I would advise anyone to splurge on something when you have a baby, if you ever use bottles or if you ever pump, this is the thing that I would advise you to get. And I even throw her passes in here. I throw her teethers in here to just wash and disinfect. So yeah, amazing thing. We're gonna keep using it until she's done with bottles. And next time when I have a baby, this is gonna be a must-have. And I'll keep this one if it's gonna, I don't know when it's gonna happen, but like, we're definitely having something like that. I also saw that people use like countertop dishwashers, which is a good idea. I didn't think about it before we got this one, but it's the same price. So you choose which one you want, but honestly, these devices like is gonna save you hours of time and will wash your bottles and your pumping parts better than you would. And I bought this LV pump off of the Facebook market for like $100 with all the parts, and it's been gently used for about 6 months. So another tip, if you can get this one off the Facebook market, you can, but there is not a lot of these that I saw. But like pumps, even expensive ones like LV, look there, because a lot of people, when they're done with pumping, their babies are grown, they're selling these really cheap. The only thing that kind of makes me sad is that our kitchen in this apartment is pretty low, so with the lid we can't really put it back there, so we have more space. But I kind of like move it around, so when I'm not using it, or when it's working and I know I'm not going to be using it for a while, I just keep it here. But when we need to like reload stuff, I move it up here. But it's really convenient because when the sink has the thing like that, you can just pour the water straight into the container. You don't need to do anything else. And recently, every time I go to eat, I take her with me because it's advised to do so in order to cause the food interest in babies. I mean, as you can see, she's really interested. But before you start solids, it's recommended to make sure that the baby has an interest in food. And in order to promote that, you have to take her with you to the table for her to see you eat. And eventually they start mimicking you. They're going to be very interested in what's on your plate. They're going to be grabbing everything. So it's inconvenient. I mean, the best option is to put them in a chair. We do have the up seat right here, but it's flexible, and since she can't really sit straight yet, I'm not really putting her there for a long time. And as well, like a high chair, like she's not sitting on her own yet, so I don't want to push her before she does it on her own. So we're just gonna wait until she's 6 months before we start the solids. And I do give her a taste of the puree or like a fruit here and there, but we're not really feeding her, so no. And honestly, when you're a mom and you have a baby and no one else in the house, that's the only way for you to eat, because if she cries, there's nothing you can do. And I really want to have breakfast because I'm hungry, so let's do that. Careful. I got a spoon for her so she can play with it. gonna be putting her down if I catch the time right. It usually takes about 3 to 5 minutes for her to go down to sleep because we have really strong sleep associations that she knows when we're doing it, it's time to go to bed. And thankfully, her crib is one of those associations. So basically, it's her crib, her passy, and the windows, like the shades are down. And recently I've noticed also, like, if she is, like, she turns on her belly, she doesn't really sleep on her back anymore. Even if I try to make her do that, she either doesn't fall asleep, or she falls asleep and she wakes up constantly, or she falls asleep and then she turns and she keeps sleeping on her belly. So like her belly, sleeping on the belly, her passy, darker room, in her crib, like she knows we're going back to bed, like we're going straight to bed, and she kind of like puts herself down to sleep. She knows that. Another thing that I have to do sometimes is like put my fingers over her forehead and like her eyes, or like I put the toy, like the sound machine and toy together on her, towards her eyes, like it doesn't cover her nose or anything, and then when she falls asleep I move it away. But like sometimes she needs that encouragement. For some reason she likes it. I think it's when she was in the womb, like she was against my pelvic floor like that, so she got used to that feeling, and it helps her to calm down and soothe when nothing else helps. Like literally in our car seat, if I give her the passy and I do that, it doesn't matter what's going on, she's gonna fall asleep. But I'm gonna do like a separate big video on sleep and our journey, so stay tuned to that. And I'm gonna continue working on that room for the next hour or so. Just I need to like clear out this mess. I can't, like I need my space to do things, but I can't work in a messy room. So I'm gonna do that, and then when she wakes up, I'm gonna start picking the outfit for today's photo shoot for me and for her, and I need to curl my hair and eat. It's a busy day today. Honestly, every day is a busy day with a baby, unless you like let go of everything and just take care of them and do nothing else, which I mean, then your house ends up being something like that. So I'm gonna start clearing it all out. And I've been trying to clean up this room for almost 2 hours. It's a lot of progress, but it's still a lot to go. And stuff that I'm taking out of here kind of like piling up in the hallway, which I'm gonna have to like deal with it as well. For now, I took out the piano because we didn't have enough space in the closet. I decided to put the desk right here. This box is gonna be gone. This is all her feeding supplies right there, and these are all the cords, like camera stuff is gonna go inside of this Alex drawers. The closet is full, mostly with like baby stuff, things that we don't need right now, diapers, big clothes, more diapers, some heaters, and like warmer stuff on top. I'm gonna have to get rid of this chair because we don't have space for that. This AC is gonna go to the closet in another room. All the records gonna go downstairs to our new record player. And in general, I just need to like tidy up. I threw away a whole bag of stuff, and it's still so much crap. We've lived in the other apartment for 3 years, and it didn't seem like we had a lot of things, but honestly, when we started moving, it was a ton, and this room was piled up with things for 2 months. We couldn't get through it. Today I decided to do it because I needed my own space, and now honestly I ran out of ideas of where to put the things. So I guess we're gonna have to declutter some more. It's just I have a hard time to like part ways with things that can be used or like useful and not broken, even though like I know nobody really needs it, and like you really need this once in a blue moon, and you can always buy it on Amazon if you need it, but I just don't have enough space to store, and a lot of the times it's just lost in the piles and piles and piles of stuff, and when you actually need it, you can't find it and you have to buy it anyway. So yeah, I have to do a lot of work on this room. She woke up 2.5 hours later, and I'm in the process of curling my hair. I did a little moving of stuff again. So I brought the mirror from downstairs. I think I'm gonna set it here, probably on the wall. The desk and the piano stayed in the same spot. But I moved the love seat facing the window. I think it's giving more space. She's having fun right here. And I also moved the dresser, freeing more space. And I think I'll put some curtains here on this window and on the other as well. This chair is going to be gone in this box as well. But I feel like the room looks completely different now when the things are not the way it used to be, and it kind of like more space available here. She's going to be able to play while I'm doing something on my computer. And again, lots and lots and lots of things that I need to go through and find a space for those. And then I obviously completely forgot that I was filming the vlog that day because my mind was on getting everyone ready, getting to the beach, and going to the photo shoot. So obviously I wasn't able to finish that video, but I'm filming it right now, and it's kind of a good thing because we just got our photos back, and I can actually share the results of the photo shoot that we had. It was really nice. It was one of those very late summer days, even though it was like beginning of September already. It was really warm. It was a lot, like lots and lots of couples and families with kids doing photo shoots that day. We literally saw like 10 of them, different photographers, and it was a beautiful day to take pictures by the sea. So these are the pictures that we got, and I'm really happy that we actually did that. And I'm looking forward to our fall photo shoots and our Christmas photo shoots. It's just gonna be so much fun. But thank you very much for watching this vlog. I really hope you liked it. Please consider subscribing to support me, and maybe subscribing to my Instagram or TikTok that I recently started. I will really, really, really appreciate that. And if you're going through the same motherhood journey for the first time as I do, I hope these videos are making your life a little bit easier. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon in my next video. Bye!